So I promised a video entry over the weekend and I didn't make it. Obviously it's Monday, but I had a little excitement. This guy came along on Friday night, Caleb Jonah, and he's sleeping right now. He sleeps almost constantly, which is a little bit nice, and nice to just watch him sleep. So if there's any indication by his birth, he's going to be a little speed racer. He came along on Friday night. Mother went into labor at 8 o'clock and he was born at 9 o'clock. Barely made it to the hospital in time. We were about 2 red lights away from him being born in the Wonderful Pistachios team van. Made it to the hospital, didn't make it upstairs. He was actually born on the floor in the lobby of the hospital, right outside the elevator doors to the garage. So, but everything went well and he's healthy and strong. And so, anyway, it was pretty exciting, but definitely adds another element to my life and to my training right now. As I was saying on Facebook the other day, after the Tour of Utah last year, I took off the bike completely. Just stopped, put it away, didn't ride. Did some yoga, did some stretching, but nothing cardiovascular, no sort of riding or anything endurance training. And so I did that for about 9 months, and I started to get bored, and I decided, not so much that I want to start racing again, but that I wanted to start doing some more cardio. And that's one thing I've always had. Unless I'm specifically training for something, unless I really have a goal that I'm shooting for, it's really hard for me to get out there and do anything. So I looked at the calendar and I saw that Track Nationals was coming up. And track has always been something that I've had a lot of fun with. I've never kind of taken it too seriously, but I've always really enjoyed it. So I figured, kind of thought to myself, what would it take to get into shape for that one race, for that one event? How little training could I do? Could I get away with doing? How much could I just do very specific fitness to get in shape for a 4-kilometer team pursuit? And I kind of did the math out, and I figured I thought I could make it into work it into my routine. So basically, I wrote a training schedule. Most of my rides are under an hour. It's all done on my Kinetic Trainer in my office. Very specific, very controlled workouts. It's always been a big thing of my training and the coaching that I do with athletes is, every workout has to be very specific, at really perfect warm-up, perfect intervals, So that's kind of the appeal to me. It wasn't the racing, it wasn't the competition, it was just really the training and the specific nature to kind of see, what can I do in just 3 months, an hour a day, what kind of level of fitness could I get to? And, the real question for me is, I've always gone into track with a pretty good base from the entire season of stage racing and road racing, and, done pretty well on the track with just, a few weeks of specific track training. Now I don't have any of that base. I have no real base fitness, so I'm going to see what kind of results I can get purely by doing high intensity. I did a couple weeks of cross training. I did a little bit of weights, a little bit of plyometrics, and now I just finished my first cycle of training on the trainer on the bike, which consisted of some tempo workouts and also some very high cadence 30-second efforts, max effort intervals I call them, and so it worked out really well actually. He came right on the rest week, so I've just been kind of going easy, and then I'm going to be building up for state championships, which are in 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks after that are nationals. So I'm really just curious to see what very specific, very focused training will do to my team pursuit time and my individual pursuit time. So yes, that's it. I'm going to be talking about my training. I'm going to be talking about some of my nutrition, some of the equipment that we're using to get ready for the race. So stay tuned. I'll try to update this every couple days. I really want to give you guys real insight into the exact kind of training that I'm doing to get ready for this. I think it could be kind of interesting because I say this and I don't know if people really get what I'm saying, but every workout is like a race for me in terms of I prepare for it, I think about it, I plan for it, I get the nutrition right, I get the warm-up right, because especially when I'm only doing 3 months of training, hour-long workouts, every workout has to count. I can't miss a single workout. I can't even, screw up a single interval. One day of, the real concern is one day of going a little bit too hard could derail the whole program. So it's got to be really focused. I go to bed the night before thinking about the intervals I'm going to do, how I'm going to do them. And the interesting thing also for me is that I've been doing this for so long, for more than 20 years. I think I know exactly what I have to do, to get my body ready. I think I know how my body responds to the training and, what I need to do. So we'll see. Hopefully I can stay focused. It's hard when, you got somebody really great things happening in your life. But this is something I have fun with, and I think it's it's going to be kind of a nice way to cap off the year, a good year with the team. So anyway, I'll keep you updated. I don't want to do too much this first time, but I got lots of interesting stuff to show you. So stay tuned.